inviting them. And this is the idea. If we agree, we come up with a date, we imagine the municipality. And the leadership, local leadership, you can elect the team, local steering committee of the Back to Work campaign. We write to the sub-council to invite them on the next date to say, when are we going again to be meeting here? And we invite them so that we prepare ourselves with job seekers forms. Make no mistake, whenever we have an opportunity that they are coming, we need to have our job seekers forms. But we need not also to just have people who come and drop the job seekers forms and go. On that day, we would want everyone who has got a job seeker form to come with your job seeker form in your hand. When the sub-council chair or whoever is delegated to come through, you need to be part of handing over those job seeker forms. Because 11 people are not enough. We need more people to clean Xakabantu. But also when they come on the same day, we will be demanding to say we want the city of Cape Town, the sub-council, to engage with our committee towards ourselves. Someone came here crying. The door was kicked out, opened last night. They were gun pointed, their phones were taken, and they are scared. I said, but you don't want to say it now. Guys, this address here, page there, 20 rand. But because no one cares, you know. So I'm saying, there is a lot that the Back to Work campaign can do to fill the vacuum of creating as many jobs. If we can, in how many jobs that can be created, but only from the 20 rands that we contribute per house per month. Right? So I just wanted to give that background. But as to the way forward, I've requested the comrade to chair the session to look into saying the steering committee that's going to deal with this, and what is the next date if we agree that we will put the sub-council to come here. We are not marching yet, we are not flagging over the Back to Work campaign. We can work with any organization. We are non-political. Even the mob, the union, we are not affiliated to any political party. We are, guys, we should not limit ourselves. We need to be expressing ourselves in any language, right? We are here to be able to translate if need be that we translate, but everyone should feel comfortable to express yourself, because this is where I was saying to this comrade earlier, I said, why is the slogan of the Back to Work campaign called "Nothing about us without us"? Do you think the fight against unemployment and poverty is going to be fought by the rich people?
Never.
Do you think a person who is employed is going to lead to fight for the unemployed?
No.
It is not going to happen. That's why we are saying nothing about us without us. So the Back to Work campaign is about the pain that you have.
Yeah.
No one else can fight the pain that you have. You have to do something about it. It is only you, no one else. That's why it is nothing about us without us.
Recycling, and I mean, it was a help for the community, for anyone to can come and sort this stuff and for something to earn to feed your kids. And Smart was helping a lot for us as workers that we don't have work. You can come, don't chase your way what time you come. You can come, you can go whenever you want to go, but at least we knew that I'm not feeling a little while, I can go 10 o'clock, whatever. You can come so that at least you have something at night. But now Smart is just not coming anymore, so we don't have work. The work that Uncle Mike have is his own recyclable. He let us sort, but it's too little to feed the whole community. So Smart was a big help, and Smart is just gone. So that's my issue, because I'm really, and I think it's not just me. Auntie Katie also is a big woman. She also, she's there's no paraffin. I can go there, I can go sort a few stuff. My paraffin will be full now.
Even when it comes to traffic, I feel you at 1 o'clock, wherever you're coming from, you see. But now, like as Tamaki is saying, like there's no support even from the councillor. You see, I remember other day he came here and then like he also gave us education. He went to take us to Belville. So we can learn more about recycling because recycling is affecting the environment. So he used his own money to take us there. But the council is just sitting backwards. It doesn't even like support him.
Support him, no
You see,
one.
but if I give him Amanda to Tamaki, try his best. So I wish you can all guys, no? We take a step forward with him.
Stand
You see,
together as
because
one.
power is injury to one is injury to all. So we stand for our community. As Tamaki said now, there was a break-ins, you see. So that shows here, everybody was coming here. You sleep with your food in your table. Now the waste mass is not here, and that did affect a lot of people, even including me myself. There is other families here. You see. So like what I'm saying is, if we we take Tamaki's idea and then we put one step at a time, and then if we all fight, you see, then we're gonna get attention from the council. That's all I can say.
Yeah, okay.
Guys, the guys that work for the coaches is me, this guy, that lady. We are only 3 representatives, but we are 8. So where does we stand? We are only talking about one thing here.
No, we actually touched
Security
on 2 things.
and 2 things here.
Yeah.
And cleaning up.
3.
No, that's the third thing.
No, there was 3 things. It was the what's the recycling
Waste
people,
man.
the waste, and then it was the 11 people that's working to clean the whole Xakabantu. Well, can I just finish? And then it was the neighborhood watch, and now we are
So
in,
now,
yeah,
I'm going to go to the coaches guys.
yeah.
Nobody did talk about the coaches guys. He's working with the coaches, that guy, that lady is working with the coaches. We are 8. I represent them now. But we have a lady that represents us, but she's not. So I represent us as people working with the coaches. No.
Sorry,
I'm
we're
on-
talking
I'm
about
on
people
my
also
feet.
that do work, that's
And have
working
issues.
little for little money, what they're getting,
We
not
are
what they're
little
supposed
money.
to
We got
get. So
little
that's
money.
why I think the uncle is raising in this situation to say that there are 8 people, Xakabantu is big, and they're not getting paid what they need to get paid. If
That's
I'm
my
correct,
point.
there we go.
Right. So I'm representing the guys that work for. Right. Mike knows about that. See, he can talk further about that if you want to.
As daar een union wat jy laat kan gaan.
The second thing would be is like to first to get the like Mike said, to get the people in and to say to get City of Cape Town in, whoever we need to get in to say that 11 people cannot cover Xakabantu. The thing after that, I think that also needs to be covered is that I was in the meeting when the ward councillor said there is money for lights and all of the things for the material things that the neighborhood watch needs. There is money for that, but unfortunately there is no money to pay the people. That is what she said. There's no money to pay the people. So also like for us to also go out and spread the word and get through to the people, because I think it's not only people's doors that been that's kicked in. Children also go missing in Xakabantu, so we really need our neighborhood watch for during the day as well. So also like to get the word out to Xakabantu and to get more people involved and to say, listen here, this is the situation about the 20 rand situation. If there's people that's willing to give their 20 rand, take the numbers, they do have numbers on the houses, get the numbers of that house and the name of the person of that house, so that we can also have a list that knows that now this is the people. So if that person comes and say something happened at my place, then you can look and say like, because no person will be able to memorize all these numbers and all the people that's on the list, but to say that okay, this person is on this list and to stand together as one, when leader Mike calls and says that, listen here guys, one of our people's houses has been broken in, not to say, okay, it's not my house, it's fine, I'm going to sit back, or I stay in Capricorn, it's fine, I'm going to sit back, but so that the other organizations, like the things that's also going on in our community, so that they can also be aware that we're coming together as one. We are not excluding them. They are more than welcome to be with us, but also to know that we're not going to tolerate the shit anymore that's going on, because it is unfair. A child being raped and just put back to his mother like it's nothing. I mean, who does that? That is unfair. So I think that would be our first thing. Get the names. The people that don't want to give the 20 rand, it is fine. Like leader Mike said. But if something happens at your house, we're not going to stand as one for you. Because why that people or persons that is doing the neighborhood watch, they need to put bread on the table for their families, unfortunately. And they can't go whole time patrolling Xakabantu, and then at the end of the day, there's nothing for them. Also, to take it up with our councillor as well, to go to our councillor again and take it up with her to let her know that, listen here, this is also what we are going to do. So at least for the people that's also the neighborhood watch, Maimuna gets food, they make food. So at least to get that people, each one, a bucket of food, a decent bucket of food also for them and families every day, to know that at the end of the day, at least, you didn't do this for free. There is a bucket of food for your children, there is food for your family, you are fed, and at least like, because to be honest with you, that 20 rands is not going to make a lot. So at least you know that, okay, I'm getting maybe like a 500 rand or 600 rand in. That is not going to be the permanent situation, but for now, that is what it's going to be. So in the long run, we will look also at the situation, because there is been said that in other communities, that people, neighborhood watch, do get paid, but we're not gonna ponder on that. We're gonna, like you said, we're gonna work with what we have right now. So also like to get the council in, and just to say that can we at least get the names of the people that's volunteering to do the neighborhood watch, and each one get at least a bucket of decent food at the end of the day for your family. And to the people also that's gonna do that, we are not saying when you see an act that is out of hand, please don't go involve yourself in a gun situation or whatever the case will be. Don't go put yourself in harm's way. But at least get maybe 2 or 3 walkie-talkies, so that they can radio each other to say that, listen here, we're seeing something is going on here. Can everybody come to that side? You understand? So that we can also communicate with each other, and then people will see, and one injury to one is injury to all. So even the community need to stand as one with your neighborhood watch, because unfortunately there is going to be some people that's going to target the neighborhood watch, but they also need to know that the neighborhood watch will be protected by the community and not be on the.
There's people who started now for EPWP. They've elected their shop steward, who is going to be their organizer. With them, I have said they need to elect their shop steward, who is going to be their organizer for the union. And with these ones, with Imishengu, they are going to identify one person who is going to be their shop steward and their organizer. And the two, those ones and these ones, will work together with the new union to resolve the issues that they have. But from the community side, what we need to be fighting is to say we don't want that stuff. From next month, let me put it that way. From next month, we don't want that stuff, right? Now, we need a steering committee here, out of here. A steering committee from the Back to Work campaign that is going to do action from now based on what we have agreed. If we say there's a letter that needs to be written, we need to make sure that that steering committee is in place to be able to do that. There is people already from the union people side of things that has already started doing some of the work, and from the Back to Work campaign, and that is Masbu has been doing a lot of work, including posters and stuff for the meeting of today. And leader Onati next to me, we have been assisting with the contracts. Once you receive your call and there's documentation that is needed to be submitted to the City of Cape Town, certified copies of IDs and so on, she has been very helpful from the sender side, because she's based at the sender, to scan those documents and sending through. So The team that we will be putting in place, this driving team, will be inclusive of the two comrades based on the work that they've already been doing. They don't have to do everything, but it is important that they form part of that particular system.
Le meeting inhle le ngoba le meeting inhle njengoba isiqala le ndawo isaqalisa kakuhle xa ngabe bongazi kube njena nikwazi baniqolelane into nivumelana ngento eyi-one ingazi ibe right le ndawo ifuna isupport and iflag isukusupport makara kanti yakho makara and then ndithi engibatele head no meeting the meeting is not pitching message ma esimese maskile lokho depend meeting ma osmooth makar and yak makar the meeting was start cause we come the begint is reg maar om te aangaan vorentoe somewhere net is somewhere ki aan 'n weg die kant om na sebenza phenga ngapho ngapha esali asikwazi usebenza maybe somewhere nisebenze kunye nonke kuba sonke abahlali ele community imothisama makave and then more niemand kan complain listen no somewhere that is a goeie ding because die plek is for die mense wat hier bly nou ander mense wat daar aan kan en moet sien die mense wat hier bly en werk saam because hulle werk saam en kan doen sy eie dinge en dan daai dinge is reg dan die werk saam en dan ander kan sê maar daai dinge is reg jy sien nou amnyama asebenza kunye abanye abantu bathi hayi man ngoku sisebenza zodwa ngoku nalo sebenza yedwa kanti xa nisebenza kunye le ndawo le ingema ibeza le ndawo apha kule ndawo indawo ifunekayo futhi kuqala le ndawo imnyama le ndawo le ifuna light la light inde le iyafuneka kule ndawo ilayite yonke le ndawo ngoba intoni omnye ubulawa phaa omnye ulimala phaa akabanye abazi uba kuvuza njani ngomso uyavuba umntu ufile uba luswelekile ubulawa ngubani akazi uba ngubani xa kukho ilight apha ezintla light inkulu apha uzokwazi umntu abona heyi ndimbonile asikwazi uxela mhayi babonile that is goeie ding om te kan meeting hê. Dit is het meeting, 'n saamwerke en dan die plekke sal goeie wees soos ander plekke. Nou dit is een mense werk, ander ek sê nee, kyk die partners. Kyk hoe gaan dit. Nou is vegie reg so. Moenie kyk anders, help anders in die plek, ek kan reg wees. Jy sien die plek hier agter. Die plek ek dink ek kom met 2 mense, 3 mense, die plek hier agter. Die develop hier agter. Is planet. Jy sien daai jong se pa about danger. Is about danger is as anasuka hier agter. Ons was paar mense wat die plek was 'n bos gewees. Maar nou vandag is nie weer bos nie, is 'n plek vir die mense. Dis klomp mense wat bly hier. Hulle weet hoe dit kan kom die plekie. Daarvan ek sê, net hulle saam staan en hulle staan die plek reg kry. Die plek is vir die mense wat hier bly. Maar okay, sal nie so bly donker is nie. Jy moet die mense mekaar help. Nie praat van 2 mense en 3 mense. Nou klomp mense, die kennis hulle groei aan agter mense wat hier staan. En dan sien mense, ja, die plek is 'n groot plek, is 'n mooi plek die. Deur die mense wat staan vir die plek. Nou daarvan ek sê
stand together, especially getting the council out, getting the city out as a community. This is a question. I'm just putting it out there. Are we going to be noticed if it's a group, if it's a group like this by the councillor or the city? If it's a small group like this, will we be noticed by the city or the councillor? If it's a small group like this, and we are.
I think just to I don't know if I'm gonna answer to your question, but then if when I expect the community to put together the whole thing, nothing's gonna happen. But then if we as the people that we are, now we are here as leaders, but then we are also the voice of the voiceless, we're speaking out loud for those who are not here. So let's not come here with hopes that everyone's gonna be here. Hence I was saying that let's work with what we have, with whom we have, and then we say the way forward. So let's not worry about if the council is not gonna, is he or she gonna recognize us or what, but then it's not about how many people, but then it's all about what is being said, what is being addressed, So I think that's where,
And like just to add on that also, yes, we will be noticed, we will be recognized, because well, we're gonna stand for what we want. If you stand for what you want, people will see you. They will see you. It doesn't mean we have to burn people or tie us or whatever. But if you stand for what you believe in, I believe this, I take with me to grave. If I believe in something, I'm gonna get it. If I want something, I'm gonna get it, whatever I want. Because I know myself. I know to the limit, the extent I will get. I will go to get what I want. No violence, no nothing. But and the thing is that is also where it comes in, where leader Mike said that we are selecting a group of people so that we don't run around with like chickens with off heads. So every time when we come back to our meeting, we can say, leaders, what is the way forward? What did you do? You said you wrote down, you said this was the thing that we're gonna go see, this is what we're gonna see. So we are ready to stand behind you, but are you ready to lead us? You see, so if you put a leader in charge, you must be sure that that leader is able to lead you. Not to lead you to a certain extent, but to lead you all the way. So that, and that leader also need the people to be behind that leader. Because you know what, it's easy for a leader to fall, but you know what, it is better if you know you fall on people that have you, that can push you back. But if you fall and you fall on the ground, that ground can't push you back. So you're gonna lay, you're gonna keep on laying. But if you know there's people behind me that's gonna, if I fall, they're gonna pick me up. They're gonna look beyond my personal life, beyond what I am drinking or whatever, but they're gonna see me for what I'm standing for. They're not gonna see what I'm doing, but they're gonna see what I'm standing for. So tomorrow, I'm just putting this out there. So tomorrow I'm the leader. Ne? I'm the leader of all of this. So now somebody comes, somebody out, nothing to do with this, bless me with a car. You know what my old people is going to say? That's our money.
Yeah.
That's our money. She's driving that car, our money. Instead of coming to me and ask me, I see you have a nice car. Then I will share with you, you know what? Somebody came and they blessed me and they say, here's a car for you. So I can also encourage you, or you know what is that going to do? I'm going to know what the community is going to talk about me. This car was maybe given to me as a blessing, so I feel I want to be a blessing to the community when somebody needs to go to hospital or whatever. But because of what the community is saying about me, I feel I'm not going to drive these people with my car, with my petrol, and they're talking like that about me. So also as you pick a good leader, be a good support system for that leader. If your leader falls, a leader's not going to stand. All leaders, they fall. But you know what? It's how you get up. It's who's behind you that help you to get up. If somebody talk negative about your leader, say it's fine. It's my leader that is going to help you go forward. That's going to help. So if you're going to have a system like that, I guarantee you, things will change. But not to see the leader of something, then you feel, that belongs to the community. No, maybe that person is working very hard also to get that thing. It don't belong to you, it belongs to that person.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, again.
Yeah, as much as I've been listening here, everybody's saying a good word and a good advice. I'd like us to go and mobilize out there, to make everybody aware of this, so that we can continue. Let's say I would suggest again another next Sunday to meet up again. It's my suggestion, it's my vision, right? So we meet up again here. I think we'd be more than this.
Yeah.
So that we carry the word out there. We need to development around it.
Yes.
Like, it's been quite a long time. There's no development around it. All these areas that I went through, it's a big difference. The people who started after us, they've got electricity in their houses now, as we speak. But we still have this situation. So, at the end of the day, we've got a lot in our hands here. But it falls in the wrong hands. We've got these factories here, supposed to take our people in here. But people from outside there, they've got jobs here, we've got nothing. So if we stand together like this, we mobilize this word more and more, then we're going to develop. Thank you.
To add in what you just mentioned, I think also within the WhatsApp group, people that are in the group, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are within that group that are not here now, but they all scattered in those houses. They can also, someone who can write something on the group and to say, if you know you are maybe there at the back, you are part of it, what's happening, and you know what's happening. Let those people that are within, those people that are around in your circle know what's going on about this. I think that's other way, easy way of mobilizing. And then whoever that is here, we can also do a word of mouth. If you know you are here and then your neighbor was not there, then that's hi neighbor, so and so is happening. So the next meeting, just 1 hour or just let's just find means of spreading away.
Just invite your neighbor, that's what you try to say.
Yeah.
Just try to invite your neighbor.
What about you, sir?
Sorry man, I would like to know when will
Mensen wat zoals mijzelf, wat wil ik komen hier niet, hij zal bij mij achterlos. Die wat denken alles slim, hij zal bij jullie los. Je moet nou die kennis lezen en die vrouwen lezen. Wat stel belangrijk in die industrieel. Want die, je soort uit die poverty, ons moet niet weer lee met water. Ons zoek die mensen daar niet. Die mensen wat ons willen delen daar, is die mensen moeten gaan werken. De plastic gaan uitsoort en moet gebetaald worden. Die gaan zitten en eet daar die kost. Ik heb varkens daar gekregen. Gehaald daar. Trokken, gewacht waar die trokken daar. Maar ik heb ook zwaar gekregen. Ik heb gehaald die kost daar samen met Dion. Als je kent met Dion. Blijf daar ook aan Lorraine. Ik heb die kost daar gekregen voor die dieren. En zo bereikt zijn mensen. Het gegaan tot bij mijn huis. Want ik heb geweten. Ik skarrel voor die dieren. Maar wat ik heb daar gezien, ik heb gehuild bij mijn huis. Niet heel voor die mensen, niet. Huil bij mijn huis. Want wat ik heb daar gezien, ik heb het nooit gezien in Herensee. Net de eerste keer hier in die vrijgrond. Ik zei nou, onze ouders was gehouden met wijn. Onze generation wordt niet gehouden met generation nie, terwijl ons leven. De grijze haar is niks. Ons zal die pad opmaken voor allemaal. Laat je lee met lekker kost in huis. Laat je kan sparen geld. Laat je kan denken zeggen, je kan sparen high school toe, school toe. Daar in mijn pad, nou. Dat is niemand wat school toe gaat, die kleinkennis. Omtrent 10 van hulle gaan school toe niet. Hulle moet creche toe gaan. Nou, je praat van die creche bij die ouders. Die ouders, hulle wil jou. Gee die, want daar is hij. Allemaal kruisvaar. Daarom ik zeg, die beetje wat je hebt, verkoop je kers, lampolie, eiwit in je huis. Laat je kan brood het op je tafel. En dan ga je denken wat je denkt, oké, je wil nou koekjes verkopen, of samosas verkopen, doe het. God geeft jou die kracht, die gedachte. Goeie gedachte komt van God af. Slechte manier, slechte gedachte komt van Satan af. Die mensen, hij roept van jullie niet vernietigen. Hij roept van jullie, hij wil van jullie kinders, sekinders. Jullie kinders, sekinders voer. Jullie moet voeren, jullie kinders, sekinders. Jullie verstaan dat, jullie krijgen onze kinders voor de tijd. Right? Je ma kijkt naar jezelf, nou je ma moet weer kijken naar je kinders. Je verstaan? Hij wil dit keer. Je gaat leren met de man, je wil niet gaan leren met de man niet. Dit is met dit, omdat dat is niks in hij ziet. Je verstaan? Nee, dat ik ga daar bij de oom. Hé, beetje even. Dan haal ik geld. Ik zeg, hé, dat is geld, dat is goed. Ik kan niet eens zien. Nou, die kennis zullen komen. Hé, mami. Was dat honger? Hé, jullie gaan zo lang koken.
Ja.
Dan die grootdochter in die pad. Zeg, hé, wat doe jij? Dan die kan los het. Hij hoort maar zijn dekstem. Dan had ik bij die ken. Je ziet? Dit is wat ons willen doen. Geen andere ouders kans. Maar die ouders moeten niet kennis abusen. Je kan andere ouder laten ook kennis geven. Laat hij voelen. Wanneer je huis moet, je wil niet ook kennis laten. Je ziet? Je is bij lief voor maar als hij nog krijgt pak daar, dan je dreigt hem altijd. Je zegt, hé, papa ziet niet zal komen. Je zal zien, hé, je zal niet moeilijk maken. Hij zal niet van nonsens in huis. Wat ik wil nou bij jullie zeggen, ik wil niet mezelf repeten, maar ik heb laat gekomen, maar ik heb dat verstaan voor die project. Het is bij dingen. Het is bij dingen. There is so much he can't carry alone. There is so much he needs more people. But I'm glad that you have come out. This is about jobs.
This is about jobs. This is about improvement of each and every family. I don't want to repeat myself. Also, I don't want to go straight in details. Otherwise, I will start praying again, preaching again. So I must stop. Sorry for coming late.
So like this Sunday when you come back.
Well, the agenda is right. Ekuhlaleni ngoba sihleli apha akho bantu bahleli babonisana kuzokwazi uba kuboniswana ngokuhlala uba sihleli kanjani apha masiba ngomso ungathiwa sirongo ungakusenzile okwenziwa into yazi uba lento yinto esihlala ngayo uba silungise le ndawo abantwana bakwazi uba nabakhule babone uba no le ndawo yalungiswa le ndithi ke i-right le agenda kuhlelwe ngapha kwenza uba ngomso nabanye abantu babone uba mani sihleli kanjani apha ngoba siyabonisana for ukuhlala wenza uba ngenye imini ukuhlala balapho kubone ngabantu uba no abantu bahleli kakuhle ngolu hlobo wakwazi babonisana uba into enxa irong ikwazi ulungiswa ibe right ngomso kuzokwazi ubonakala uba mani le ndawo isuka phi isuka khona ngoba nalapha ukusuka kwale ndawo isuka ezantsi le ndawo le ndaqonde notata ubabungozi ubawudenja sisuka naye kudala kule ndawo siyilungise zela ntoni abantu abezayo nabantu abancinci bakhule beyibona le ndawo uba mani sihleli apha sihleli ngantoni sihleli ngokulungisa le ndawo maze beyibone ngabantwana uba le ndawo ilungiswe ngolu hlobo ngolu hlobo yilaa nto kuhleli nkosika
igama ngiqhanda imkani nam ndilulutsha lalapha eXakabantu apha eXakabantu yeyabantu yenziwe ngabantu so silulutsha thina lalapha eXakabantu into sidibana nazo apha yi-unemployment le ndawo ehlala kuyo doesn't have i-dignity as abantu so sidibene apha kule meeting nje bekubonisana thina singabantu balapha eXakabantu ne-youth yalapha eXakabantu ukubana zintoni ingxaki esidibana nazo apha njengemisebenzi i-youth yalapha ayisebenzi kakhulu yintlupheko yabo and then ke ngonenhlalo esihlala phantsi kwayo apha sinazitholetha asinambani akho misebenzi so le meeting lena ibilapha nje ibikuququzela also ne-youth iphakame ibeke i-complain nee-challenges esidibana nazo apha ku-government wethu nangoku sizarejisterisha uvoto kodwa sikho nto siyibonayo ukhansila wethu asenzela yona apha so ke ngoku sasuggest uba makubanjwe imeeting siye phayana nemomalandam yethu ukhansila to show uba khansila sinida lena le as i-community nani nisuggesta as uba siyi-community yaseXakabantu so akho delivery esiyibonayo thina apha eXakabantu so le meeting ibingabhathi uba uvuselela i-youth yalapha iye kuhlala phantsi because wabona
I'd like to say your name and what was the purpose of the meeting this afternoon.
Okay, my name is Michael Kumana. I'm the organizer for this public meeting today in Vrygroung, Xakabantu area. And the meeting is organized from the Back to Work campaign side, as well as from the Municipal Outsourced and Precarious Workers Union MOP, the new union, for the unemployed, as well as for the vulnerable precarious workers. Yeah, the purpose of today's meeting was basically to touch base with issues that is facing the community of Xakabantu, one of which is not unique only to Xakabantu, is the issue for the extreme poverty that our people find themselves in, and the issue of the lack of service delivery with the area of Xakabantu itself. I'm not saying the surroundings are much better, but when you look into Xakabantu and how big the place is, without any running water, without any sewerage. I'm not talking about sewerage, I'm talking about they've got this potty thing that they put under the bed, and I'm saying it's outdated stuff that should not be utilized by people in this late stage in our democratic dispensation.
Okay.
The community itself is voicing out to say they will prefer imishengo as compared to these potties that they need to keep inside the house.
Okay. There's one question. Do you expect anytime soon to have the basic needs like electricity, water, and sanitation in Xakabantu?
You know, if there is will to fix that, I don't see any reason why it cannot be achieved. Understanding that the issues that they are requesting from the municipality, such as the taps, it is not to say each house should have a tap, other than saying we need particular points where it is going to be easy for people within that particular vicinity to be able to walk and fetch water without having to walk for longer distances like the current situation at the moment. The second thing is to say, Imishengu is a toilet that you can put outside, and even if it means then that two families would have to share one toilet, it is not an issue. The problem that we have is that this porta thing that has to be inside the house is inhuman, and very often there's complaints about there's leakages in those porta things, and as a result the actual house will end up smelling. But it also takes away the dignity.
Okay. Xakabantu is a place that is expanding now, and there is a lot of children. Is there any plan to build a school for special the kids in this area?
Yeah, not that I'm aware of, but obviously the argument might be that of saying it's temporarily here. But the issue that needs to be accepted, I think for now, in as far as the issues of the school, it might be a bit a challenge, understanding all the issues of basic services that are not there, but again, the point that I'm bringing across is that even if those who accept to say that it is temporal arrangement, that there is people in Xakabantu, the fact that there are people living there should be accepted to say there is a need for basic services such as water, electricity, and sanitation. And some of those, the installation thereof, it doesn't have to be of a permanent nature. I mean, Imishengu that I'm talking about, we are not talking about flushing toilets.
Okay.
We are not also talking about the issue of the wire cables that needs to be put underground. We're talking about poles or big lights that can be installed just to ensure that the safety and the well-being of the community is taken care of, especially at night. I mean, there's a lot of things happening at night in the dark because there's no light. So these are the basics that we are saying. It's not of a permanent nature, but something that should be installed where a human being stays, just to restore that dignity for that time that the person is living that particular life.
Another question is, Xakabantu Vrygroung itself is made of full of single parents, and by that saying, I would like to know what this project is bringing to help this single parent to sustain, because most of them are unemployed. What is the way forward to assist these families to at least put bread on the table?
There is, from the Back to Work campaign, the way how we are looking into it is that we're not only looking to saying that people should be employed. We acknowledge the fact that not everyone will be employed by the municipality. But there are also Back to Work campaign projects that we are running and training the young women and the youth into to say that they can also have their own businesses and run as independent contractors. One typical example is the issue of the recycling projects that we have been running here in Xakabantu through the Back to Work campaign arm, project arm, where the recyclables will be dropped at one point and people will come and sort at their own time. Women, we have got responsibilities such as taking kids to school, will come around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and sort their recyclables and just sell it to get some money. And around 3 o'clock, they need to go pick up the children because they've got the responsibility. Under normal understanding of the working environment, they cannot be working from 7 to 4 o'clock because of the extra responsibility. So I think the flexibility of such projects, such as the recycling one, the recycling one, will enable the single parents, the parents with children with responsibilities, to earn a living during the time of for their free time. You know, so I think those are the projects that we are saying we need more support. I mean, last week Westmart just withdrew from bringing in the right recyclables, and the result is that a lot of families have been driven into sleeping without anything in their stomach, simply because Westmart has decided to withdraw from dropping the recyclables without any form of explanation or any reason as to why they've withdrawn.
Okay. My last question is about safety. New people are coming from, to Xakabantu, and there are people that we actually, or the community actually doesn't know exactly where they come from. And for this saying, now we listen here and there that there are some cases of rape and also break-in. What is the safety plan put in place for Xakabantu especially?
I think the issue of safety is not only an issue of concern for Xakabantu, more than it is an issue of concern of Vrygroung as a whole. And remember, under the umbrella of the Vrygroung Community Development Forum, we have developed a safety plan which is seeking to introduce the neighborhood watch, the setting up of the street committees, and also ensuring that the community has got a role to play in as far as the decision that we took that each house should contribute at least 20 rand every month towards the implementation of the safety plan. And the objective is also linked to the Back to Work campaign objective of saying we should not only wait to get jobs to be created from out there. We need to initiate programs and projects that will lead into a number of job opportunities being created. For instance, the implementation of our safety plan, if it is successful, it is likely to absorb quite a lot of the young people into the neighborhood watch, which would also assist as a form of job creation, because obviously they will be getting some form of stipend for taking care of the community. So yes, there are such a lot of negative developments. There are developments where there is crime committed all over, I understand. But in as far as our community is concerned, we have got a plan in place as to how are we going to combat and minimize the crime that is being committed within our community.
Okay. Before we close, do you have any recommendation in conclusion, any words to the community for this?
Yeah, what I have for the community is to say this is a beginning. This is a beginning of something that has to continue. It is not a one-off thing, and I think the decision that we have taken is a correct one, that we are going to have another follow-up meeting on Sunday, and on Wednesday next week there is going to be a meeting, a big meeting, where the sub-council delegation will be invited to come and receive some form of memorandum, but also receiving the job seeker forms from the unemployed people of Vrygroung. So yeah, I think that's a positive development in a right direction, and I think it comes at a time where really we can see that there is a need for these issues to be attended.
Thank you so much.